Good evening. This is the Manchester United agenda, and we're going to talk about a potential Wembley trip and a game against Nottingham Forest. And we'll be talking all things Man United today as well, about possible takeovers, and my fellow football pundits will all talk Man United. Good evening. This is the Manchester United agenda. I am your host, Andy Tate, with the most. It is 8:30 on a Tuesday night, and we've come off the back of a very heartening performance against Arsenal. We played really well, and we went toe-to-toe, old-school rivalry, just like the days of Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson. And he said Man City Liverpool's the biggest rivalry. What a load of pish-posh. Man United and Arsenal are back, baby. And I'm with me as my two hosts with the most, Mr. Solo 7.
Hello, sir. How you doing? You all right?
Armando. Good evening, gentlemen.
Big up, Andy. Big up, Andy, man. Yeah, Andy, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game. I mean, I've seen, there's been a lot of reaction. I live in London. I've been getting pelters from Arsenal fans. But I do think we played well. I've heard you say we played well. I just want to, if you want to just summarise as well, because I do feel I want to walk away with a bit of pride from that. That was a great game of football, and I thought we kind of like held them up.
We held them. We are just short of a couple of players to see. If you think back to Crystal Palace and Arsenal, we could have had 7 points out of 9 this week. Unfortunately, we've only got 4 points out of 9. So it's just about seeing that games out and that experience. We're lacking in certain departments. And I know Mr. B will. Even I was fuming. Even I'd be fuming in Mr. B, and I'll date my bloody broccoli on Sunday night. I date it because I'm on Mr. B's side. Like I say, like Scott McTominay. Strong, experienced players will see you through a game and get the right result. Not go missing. Goals were preventable. You can't deny. Our goals were brilliant. Saka's goal was brilliant. But the 2 of the goals were preventable, and we give Arsenal as good as it got. And I messaged Robert from AFTV as well. Even he agrees. This is old school rivalry reborn. You can stick your Liverpool Man City rivalry. That's finished. This is old school rivalry as well. There's new kids on the block, and Man City better watch out on this. Like I said to a few City fans today, we're all mocking me, laughing me, and I just said, just wait, you're next. When we're taking over and the oil money comes in, you're next. They didn't have anything to say, and I just walked off into the Manchester Day.
It's the Manchester Day. Absolutely brilliant there, Andy. Like Armando was saying, from us, we know quite a lot of Arsenal fans, and Armando is better than I am when it comes to the banter side, and I'm sort of biting my lips. I saw like Armando put on a post yesterday, I think it was, after the game about the reaction, and a couple of the guys in it was giving him stick about obviously the video and everything. And in my head, I was thinking, bite. The Armory TV as well, they've done a few bits on it. They changed all their names and whatnot. And it's like a biting point. But I can see what Andy is saying about obviously getting a few more players in, experienced players, just to hold that sort of hold it so we don't get beaten in games. For me, there was a lot of criticism as well with Ten Hag, and I did not understand where these criticism came from about man managing the game. I didn't get it. I just didn't understand it at all, because the way I look at it, all of us here, who would sit here right now on the panel and say that Manchester United would be in the top 4 right now? The answer is no, not one of us. So how can you sit there and say he didn't manage a game better than what he's doing? He's got a bunch of players. He cannot spend money. He's got no money to spend. So right now, he can only do his best on what he can do. And for what that is, and for what the game it wasn't that sort of class. It weren't a bigger class than Arsenal. We were just slightly short. That's all it was in that game. I'm on there. I don't know what your thoughts are as well.
Yeah, I've heard the argument that Ten Hag poor in-game management. What could he have done? I mean, we were doing a live watch along. I'm thinking, what could he have done? Is he going to bring off Red Horse and then stop a target man who can hold up the ball and relieve some pressure? Or is he going to bring on Garnacho, for example, who can sort of run and get in behind? We weren't getting the ball for periods of times, you know? So it was really tough. They had overloads in midfield with Shevchenko coming in, made it really difficult for us to get the ball. In the first half, we were we had a few moments where we were in control, especially the last 15 minutes. But in the second half, they sort of kept us in our half, and we struggled to get out. That's through lack of quality. I mean, there's a moment when McTominay could have picked up the ball and given us a bit of a breather, but he lost the ball. Oh God! And then we didn't keep the ball for another 7-8 minutes. It was that bad in that respect. I don't know what the manager could have done. Obviously, when we're looking at that week, we conceded late against Crystal Palace from a worldie of a free kick. And then we conceded again late against Arsenal. So questions will be raised, but I think you have to dismiss those questions because the manager, as you said, Errol, and I'm sure Andy agrees, the manager's done a great job. And I do agree with Andy. Andy just made a great point that I didn't really consider before. It's having the character to get through games. Someone like Casemiro is going to go down, take a foul or something, give us a bit of respite.
Take sting out of it.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing. I don't think it's from experience as well. I don't think some of the players really thought about that or got to grips with that. That's game management. That's the sort of thing you do. Or even chop a man down. There was a period when they scored their goal. Take him out. Take him out. If that's what they take, do what Casemiro. Take a card. Doesn't matter if you missed the next game. You know, that sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's a learning stage. But fair play. I think Arsenal, magnificent football club. The way they're playing football at the moment is great stuff. And my argument is, the reason I've been getting pelts because I said we managed situations when they were against us. We're the hardest team they played every year. We beat them at Old Trafford. 2 clear goals. Opened them completely up. Then they went life and death. Scored a last-minute winner against us. So we've been good against them in certain phases of the game. When they brought their A game, bringing attack in, overloads of midfield, we contained. We kept it. Concentration. The only bit, like I said, 2 laps of concentration for 2 of their goals. Wan-Bissaka switched off for 3 seconds. Then this man lost him. Needs weird rear screen mirrors or something. But he had too much to focus on. And then the other goal as well. It was just an overlap. Last goal, equalising goal. Saka goal. I don't think he could have done much about that. Just Eriksen. He looked up, saw Eriksen, and he thought, I can take you on. And people saying Shaw needed an asthma pump or something. I'm hearing rumours that I don't know how genuine that is. But Shaw got a good working out. But he didn't get beat.
Arsenal fans, they gas themselves over. Gas. Do you know what? There will be a reality check this season, and they will have to reset and go again because they may still win the league, and fair play to him, but they can never show respect, and we give them a game. And fair play to Robbie from AFTV. He actually even said we were the first genuine team this season to give him a game. And that is fair play because not many Arsenal fans can do that because they can't see it. They're just gunners, gonna. You know what I mean? Gonna. All hyped up. But fair play to Arsenal. But I can give banter as well as give it. And if you come a cropper this season, mate, you got to be prepared to take it as well. Because believe me, there'll be a few landmines between now and the end of the season.
Trust me.
Andy, sorry to interrupt you, but we've got to give a shout out because we just got a new member. Welcome to the channel.
Welcome to the channel. This is, I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, Macklin. Is that right? Ender Macklin has become a YouTube member. Thank you very much and welcome to the Man United agenda. Thank you.
Big up. Also, guys, we did try something today, but it all went wrong. But we are at the moment working on doing content for membership as well. So make sure you keep an eye out for that as well, guys, because we are doing small clippets. Yeah? And
I have a clip from our sponsors as well. I'd like to mention our sponsors.
Go on, Andy. You win with it, Andy. I like it.
I'd like to mention our sponsors, GMS Global Mapping Service. We are proudly sponsored by Global Mapping Services. Global Mapping Services currently assist architects, property developers, and construction companies all over the world, even the odd evil overlord, if you count yourself out of the Marvel Universe. They offer a wide range of services such as setting out, topographic surveys, 3D laser scanning, and monitoring. The link is in the description below. And if you're Thanos, he went to these as well, and look what he did. He got an Infinity Gauntlet and wiped it off.
Absolutely brilliant. There's loads of comments already, Andy. There's a couple of things with you being a legend as well. So I don't know if you want to take them away. I'm on the.
This is from King's Football Show. Big up the panel. Thank you.
He's an Arsenal fan, by the way. He's nice, though.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Talk MU. Big up everyone. Big up Talk. Rob Newman. Early bird menu, please. Laugh out loud.
We're always early.
Mark Edmund. Morning, everybody. Good morning, Mark. Good day, mate. This is from Bella S. Hello. And this is from Noah Feardos. Big up to Andy, the legend, the king, the lion, that's love. And this is from MUFC, anonymously, I think. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah. Edward French, ooh la la. What's that? Al 8.2 recall the past. The big up Andy Solo, big up on Monday. Oh, yeah, the 8-2 with Arsenal. That was it. Yeah, right. And this is from Stumpy Candletop. You guys aren't pundits. You are fundits.
We'll take it.
Yeah, thank you for the compliment. And this is from Tyrone Williams. Evening, everyone. I expect Man United to bring in quality once the full sale has been complete. Wish it could happen faster. Amen to that, brother. And this is from Chris Thomas, Time Sports, The Gunner. On the guard, unguardable. And again from Chris Time Sports. Nice to see back to the 90s. Arsenal and Man United playing their best football. That Liverpool Chelsea was boring 10th place derby. It was, wasn't it? El Borino. And this is from Tyrone Williams. City fans will laugh at Arsenal fans, but their club hasn't got the atmosphere or the history that Arsenal and United have got. I agree on that. I think we all agree on that. And Edward French, Tyrone, don't you think it'll be bad, mate, if Newcastle were only 10 points clear, if I'm right? And Mr. Punters 5000, I thought that Weghorst was shite. Oh, man, give him a break, man. He's only... And this is from Mr. PSG himself, Mr. Mbappe.
Oh, Robin Newman as well. Oh, wow. Welcome,
Robin
guys.
Newman, nice one. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And if you want to become a YouTube member, please do. You will get content from me, Armando, Solo, maybe even Mr. B, for eating broccoli. And we might get padded down in a pint of Guinness in 30 seconds flat.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Forfeit. Forfeits.
Oh,
Mr. B forfeit broccoli day.
I like that one. That's it. Don't you might be watching right now, innit?
If Fred scores in the Carabao Cup final. And this is from Rebel. Well, there is a trio of troublemakers. This is the great North-South divide, mate. We are divided only by political stuff, but united by football.
100%. So yeah, thanks guys. Thank you so much for that. As we said earlier on the channel as well, we are going to be doing quite a lot of content on members only. We will be pushing quite a bit out today. This week as well with it. And as what Andy said, you will have Andy doing a few bits and pieces, content as well. We are going to have the beautiful, lovely man, Mr. B's brother or dad, or whatever you want to call him. Jay Motti will be with us on Thursday night as well, and he also will be doing a few content for members only as well for us on the channel. Brilliant. So make sure you keep an eye out for that as well. So yeah, Andy, all yours.
Right, guys, we're talking about team selection for tomorrow against Forest. We are 2 games from Wembley and a potential final. Do we go with a full strength side, try and put this game to bed, or do we make changes? I got a feeling there'll be a strong squad, and you might, let's say, the return of Casemiro is a definitely. No, there'll be no McFred. Thank God for that. And let's say Rashford, prime Rashford, you can't rest him. Maybe Anthony, maybe even a Jadon Sancho for Anthony. I don't know. Where do you see the changes made? Maybe even Varane rested, Maguire coming in as well. Maybe Lindelof. So where do you see where we go with this?
You know what, Andy? It's important. Look, you're bigging up the cup. It is a big cup for us. We're in the semi-final. It's a big opportunity for us. So, but the question marks that I've heard raised from the fan base this week is about running people to the ground, like Ericsson, for example. He's been great this season, but no one can replicate what he does. Donny van der Beek is out. So who's to come in to replace that? There's a balance here. We've got an important game against Forest, and we've got a chance to seal it and get to the final. Do we play our best team? Or do we say, all right, it's Forest, there's 2 legs, maybe we can sort of really try a little something and drop a couple of players, or rest, not say drop, but rest a couple of players and bring someone off from the bench. I don't know about you, Andy, but from the talk is that we didn't have anyone on the bench to really come in and slot in for midfield when Casemiro is out. So it's sort of like a skeleton squad at the moment. It's too risky maybe to go to the youths like Iqbal and all these guys, or Kobe to come in. That's too far fetched.
Maybe Palestra. I've heard that going bouncing at Palestra for Anthony.
How do you feel about that? I mean, how do you feel about these guys? Do you think they can step up? Do you think, or do you think there's too much of a risk because of the weighing it up?
We've got a first leg. We've got I know we've got a second. We've got a return game, and I remember a few years back, we lost 1-0 to Derby, but we returned leg. We beat them. We beat Derby quite convincingly, 3-1. But maybe you could give a game time for Palestra, because when he came on against Charlton, he was really good. Yeah. He did really well. So maybe that's food for thought. Maybe Palestra in the squad as well. I would start Garnacho.
Oh, you would?
Because we are craving out for some a wing play. If Weghorst is shite, how can he be shite if he's not getting his supply? No, you got to remember Sunday, he drew the player. Rashford got into the hole, put it in from about 25 yards. That's a football mind. The player was confused. He drew the other Arsenal player. So it's having a mix. But we can put this to bed. But we have to play a strong side as well. And I'm sure the late, great Brian Clough would even be saying that we're Nottingham Forest. You know what I mean? If he was in charge of Forest, because last time we played him in the League Cup was like, wow, 25. You're talking treble season. And then go back even further to the League Cup final in 1992. And I was there with my dad. When we won it with Brian.
Andy, what about availability? I've been at work all day. So what's the talk? Who's injured? Who's out? Who's available? We can go through.
I think he's pretty much to say it's still a full strength squad. So it's
Martial,
just about resting rotation. Martial's still out. I would say, Martial'll still be out. Maguire.
Tuanzebe. There's Tuanzebe as well. Tuanzebe is fit as well now. Tuanzebe is back. Okay. Yeah, Tuanzebe is back.
I don't see Tuanzebe getting anywhere near the squad.
Jadon Sancho as well. He could sort of feature
Sancho's
as well.
Available. You could throw him into the mix on the bench, maybe give him 5 minutes. Anthony, maybe drop him. You cannot drop Rashford because he's in a form of his life at the moment. A back 4, like say, rest Varane. Maybe Lindelof comes in. Martinez rested. Luke Shaw maybe rested. I don't know. But Casemiro to come back in is a must. Cause I say Ericsson rest. Exactly. Bruno. I think Bruno will be up for this because Bruno wants to get to a final. Yeah. I think Bruno will be up for this. And Forest, Nottingham Forest, I think it's 1 defeat in 8 games in all competitions.
Yes.
Sort of a mini revival. The only blip was they lost 4-1 to Blackpool. And they were 4-0 down after about 65 minutes. But say their team's gelling together now. So and Rebel has become a YouTube member as well. Thank you, Mr. Rebel.
Treble. There's treble today, boy. What else is kind of
Who else? A Rebel with a clue. So, I don't know. Solo, what do you think about tonight?
To be fair, I think on Monday said with the the Bruno Fernandes thing, Bruno Fernandes is going to be desperate to win a trophy. If I'm being open and honest with you, I've always said a trophy is a trophy. Do not take Nottingham Forest lightly. And you just said there is one defeat in 8? Yeah. So they will be well up for it as well. Getting into the final, especially to get to a final as well. And when we look at certain teams, I'm going to go way back to sort of like the Brighton game. I'm going to go back to, say, the Brentford game. I think what it was, we took them very lightly, and we think we're going to go there and steamroll them. Now, if we go with a complete change, we can see how it could affect us. Crystal Palace, we'd made quite a few changes there. It affects us massively as well. So Nottingham Forest ain't going to be any monks. We have to go out there. We have to put a strong team out, even though my solo 11 doesn't state that. But we'll come to my solo 11. My solo 11 is changed. But if I was to go with my heart, I would say I would like to put a strong team out. I would like to say, like you say, Garnacho. I would definitely like to see Garnacho play tomorrow. I would definitely want to see that. In defense, I think the defense will be a change. And I think Casemiro, Casemiro will come back in. I think you might see the likelihood of Harry Maguire playing in that again as well. Yep, you might see Harry Maguire playing in there. I think you could probably see the likes of Malacia in it as well. You might see the likes of Malacia playing in that game as well. And I'm probably looking at the moment, I'm almost naming my sort of solo 11. But I just want Ten Hag to pick his strongest team possible on paper and put them out there to go against Nottingham Forest. Because if we can sit there and beat them 3-0, we can then rest players in the home game rather than sort of resting players now and go 2-0 down or something like that, and then have to sit there and they sit back when they come to Old Trafford. Why don't we go off on the front foot and try to create and get the win now? And then at Old Trafford, worst case scenario, we could put our second string team out and then hope.
You make a valid point there because we have Reading in between as well. So
yeah,
if you put this to bed, you can rest for two. You can rest big game players for the next 2 home games, just progress in all competitions.
Yeah.
How just quickly, psychologically, obviously physically we've had games, there's a lot of fixtures now, but psychologically, losing like that last minute against Arsenal, do you think that does a lot of damage to the team, the morale? Do you think they'd be taxed mentally in that respect?
No, it's the way to learn. It's the way we learn, isn't it? We were everybody's spank it. We were getting spanked left, right, and centre last season. Like I said on the paddock, we were embarrassed by everybody. And this is, you like I say, you tell me we would be in this position after losing Brentford. And that was, I think, I've said this over and over. That was the turning point. That was the straw that brought camel's back for everybody. Fans, players, manager. I'll give you a chance. 2 games in, you've had your chance. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the meltdown from that was unbelievable. And to see where we are now is an absolute godsend. It's unbelievable with the work he's put in and the trust he's put in these players, albeit some are not giving the trust back and the performances. But this is, this is a chance to get to Wembley. That should be your motivation. And Ten Hag says this club is about winning trophies. And even Sunday, he said after that last minute winner, it's a mentality thing at this club. It's being mentally, physically challenged and to overcome that to get to a final, win a final. And if you do that, wow, it opens your eyes to the world and what you could achieve in other stuff as well.
I think when you look at the semi-final draw, I mean, it's not like we've got Man City, Liverpool, all these big sides in it. It's us against Forest, and the other draw is Newcastle against, I forget who's the other.
Newcastle played Southampton today.
All right, so Newcastle, Southampton, us and Forest. I mean, come on.
If you look at it, this is a gift. This is a gift. Like, and the FA Cup could be a gift. All the big guns gone out. All the London clubs went out early. City, Liverpool went out, beat each other. City lost to Southampton. Now Friday as well. Another big guns going out Friday. This could be an absolute gift to go far in the cups this evening. Yeah. Evening, Claire. Good evening, my love. This could be an absolute gift to go to Wembley twice this season. Europe, like I say, I think I'm not even interested in Barcelona because it's just that it was a fixed draw. It's a fixed round. Domestically, that's where your bread and butter is. So to challenge on 3 fronts domestically, is that season. We beat Barcelona, whoop-de-doo, yeah, but it's a free hit, like the Manchester derby was, and we won, didn't we? So it's a free hit, and the second leg at Old Trafford, and it's 3 days before a potential Wembley final. So
it's like I said there, Andy, and Claire, big up, thank you, big up.
Hi,
Yeah, what it is, it's like you are right in some way you're saying there, because what it is, we've not been to a final for 5 years. So Ten Hag, the winning mentality, and if we break down the barriers and we go back to Arteta in his first 6 months at Arsenal, he won the FA Cup. And since then, they've just been rebuilding, and it's now coming to fruition now, where it's looked like he's getting something now from it. But with Ten Hag's been here 7 months. If we can go to Wembley and win our first trophy, the first one, that's many to come. Look at Sir Alex Ferguson when he came to United, almost sacked. And then they went on to win that FA Cup, and the rest was history. We don't talk about that anymore. So I think we do need the trophy, no matter what people are saying.
We did go to a final. We did go to a final, didn't we? A few years back, we lost the Europa League. Yeah. With Wanda Solskjaer,
But for domestic trophy, for me, a trophy is a trophy. I've always said it, no matter what it is. And I know there's an Arsenal fan in here said he put a weakened team out. I'm pretty certain if Arteta was in this position right now, I'm pretty certain he put a strong team out.
Because I'm pretty certain
you win it to win it.
I agree with you, sir, Mr. Solo. Last season, Arsenal were in a 2-legged semi-final with Liverpool, and they were spitting the dummy out, and they were crying, no, we should, it's not fair. 12 months later, that's the difference, isn't it? It's like, if you're there and other teams are not there, they bitch and moan. So Arsenal fans, you know what I mean? You fight for everything. You fight for everything, mate. Like I say, you're going to concentrate on the league, or you're just going to concentrate on the FA Cup or the Europa League. You fight on all fronts. So
it's tough, man. Looking at this, I don't know why the League Club has this double 2-legged semi-final, especially the situation we're in. I'm concerned about that. I think it should be one leg and settle it there and then. That's my opinion. Because it's just dragged out.
It's been doing it since the 60s, Armando.
They don't do it abroad. They don't do it abroad, though. It's taxing. It's so taxing on this English league. I mean, so if you do win a league, if you do win a cup, it's even more credit to you guys, more kudos to you, because you had to come through a double leg. I mean, come on. This is too much. And
I'll go back to the pandemic. We couldn't have 2-legged. We had a 1-legged semi-final against Man City. And did we fight? No, we didn't. We were 1-0 down with 20 minutes to go, and the players just shut down. It's about, you know what I mean? If you lose the home leg, I would rather have you still got a chance in the second leg. And we did that for the season previous with City, didn't we? We lost 3-1. We went to City. We won 1-0. We were just short of getting to the Carabao Cup final. So it's always, you've always got to have a second bite at the cherry. We could lose 1-0 tomorrow, then win the next leg 5-0.
I'm going to agree with 30 in the chat, guys. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, please give us a like. There's 25 likes at the moment, guys, and there's 30 in the chat. But I'm going to agree with Claire. Claire made a great point here, yeah? And she's saying about sacking Europe off, yeah? I would rather sack Europe off and win the domestic trophies, our own domestic trophies, to get that momentum and get that build, that sort of like instilled in the players about the winning mentality, rather than concentrating on the Europa League. That's my opinion anyway. I'd rather win those trophies and finish 5th in the league. I don't know if anyone agrees with me.
I don't know what they think in Brussels if we sacked off Europe, but you know what I mean?
Guys, 29 in the chat. Right, sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
29 in the chat, guys. Give us a simple yes or no. Do we sack Europe off and go for domestic, or do we still continue with the Europe as well?
Can I just shout something as well? Because I'm getting rumours. This is what I love about this show, man. People are talking. K Mbappe saying Ten Hag press conference. It sounded like he's going to rotate. So here we are talking about team selection. Maybe, because he does. He's an honest guy, isn't he? Maybe he is going to rotate and he trusts the players to come in and do a job. But away from home with Forest, this is big for Forest. I mean, first year back in the Premier League for so long, and then they've got a semi-final. They're going to be on it. They are going to be on it. We saw, we had Dawes, didn't we? Who's a Forest
Yes.
fan, come on the show, and
And
he's
sorry, Dor
Jesse
will be.
Lingard as well. He's going to be up for it as
Yeah.
well.
yeah.
They've got no Dean Henderson, so that is, if he was playing, you know, we could they could give us a game. I'm not going to say they're not going to give us a game, but Dean Henderson could have been the difference. You know what I mean? Not being arrogant or anything, but you know what Dean Henderson's capable of.
Andy, just shout out Dan Kroon for us. He's become.
Oh wow,
Dan Kroon has become a YouTube member. And he'll with a cool picture of it, somebody smoking a cigarette, or is it a pen? But it's a cool. Thank you for becoming a member for the Man United agenda.
It's Alex Jones in his picture, or alias Alex Jones. The ex-comedian, isn't it? He died from cancer, lung cancer. What's his name again? I forget his name, but yeah, I call him Alex Jones. He looks like him. But anyway, big game. I think Forest will be up for it. And like you're saying, they've got so many players. I can't even recall. They brought about a whole squad of players in this year, haven't they? So it's really hard to gauge, but they've done pretty well.
What's funny as well, you're saying that though on Monday, it's like Klopp, after they beat Liverpool, didn't they? And Jurgen Klopp came out and said, we can't compete with them because the amount of signing they've done.
I remember that game. They really put it on them, and the crowd were up for it. They really were aggressive. They were physical. They were strong. Technically, they still got. I think they got a gel as a side because there's a new side, but they were physical, strong, and they put it on them and played sort of real rough and tumble game. And they won. They came through, and I was delighted by that result, obviously. But when looking at it now that we have to face them, we have to be prepared for the fire pit. It's going to be.
What's his name? They just signed. They just signed. What's his name from? He would be playing as well. They just signed a
brilliant. They've seen a side of Brazilian Dali.
No, but they just signed a striker. Newcastle striker.
Oh, it's Chris Wood.
Yeah, they just signed him as well. So
is he eligible to play?
You should be eligible to play. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So again, 30 in the chat, guys. I don't know. Let's see if anyone actually did the yes or no. I weren't going to do the ones and twos because we know what Jay's like already. Jay would.
We know what ones and twos.
So on here, we did ask the question. You got Robin Norman as well saying spot on. But before we go there quickly on Monday, there was a couple of. I'm sorry, I'm saying on Monday. Andy, got to get used to it. Andy, we've got a few comments.
This is from Jay Fankin. Evening, chaps. These next 3 cup games will give us the opportunity to come back to the league and go on another run. It is an opportunity to start another winning run now because we've got, on the end of them, we've got Crystal Palace and Leeds as well.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Leeds twice. So, yeah.
Tough game.
And this was from Edward French. Big up on Monday. Bring back the old days when you played FA Cup replays, players cared, etc. League Cup. I agree on that. And this is from MUFC Realist TV, Graham. And this is from Big Niall Kane. Big ups.
Guys, we're just going backward on some of the comments because there's so many.
Richard Sports, we play Barca, so it might not be a problem for much longer. Very confident. Very confident.
Okay, so we were asking yes or no. So this is the first. Sorry, I'll let you do it all. And
this is from Mr. Pontius 5000. Eve said yes. We can.
Yep, and then this is Tyron Williams. Always talk sense.
I'm glad everyone respects the domestic cups over Europe. I agree, but we also need top 4. Now this is where you're balancing it. And Kimby and Mbappe himself in his little Paris penthouse says yes. And all in is MU Realist TV. Blackmore.
Blackmore says no.
Yeah, Andy's
Blackmore.
It's not Clayton, is it?
Clayton, no, it's not. I think Andy's frozen a little bit, Andy. Yeah, it's frozen. Andy's definitely frozen.
Fast style of play.
Yeah, he was. Let's go. We've got we've got that one there. Is Andy there?
So Deal saying yes. And new Abnormal Adventures. How you doing, man? Welcome to Man United Agenda. Said win some trophies in top 4, rotate a few players en route, and play a full strength team in the finals.
And this
are you back, Andy?
And this one's from Abnormal Adventures. Win some trophies and top 4, rotate a few players en route, and play full strength teams in finals. You got to get there, son. That's the thing. And this is from Paddy. Go all the way in the Europa League.
And then Emma, as always got knowledge.
Emma Kay, she knows her stuff. I don't care about Europe though.
There you go.
I just want us to establish ourselves in the league. And this one's from Danu Crew. It's Bill Hicks.
His profile.
All right. Yeah. And this is from Ender McCoon. Sack it off.
Wait.
And Abnormal Adventures. My prediction of a hat-trick for Weghorst didn't come true for the Arsenal game, but defo tomorrow. I'd love to know what medication you're on, my friend. So,
yeah. So, yes, go on, Andy.
Our next point of call is Solo's 11 team selection. Do you agree with it?
Dream. Guys, yeah, go on, get your predicted 11 in, guys. Let's go. My predicted 11, I'm going to let you guys pull it apart anyway. I always do a solo 11, guys. So if you don't know about it and you're new to the channel, just make sure you keep checking us out. But before we go to it, we're just going to read out a few comments before to see who wants to put their 11 in, starting 11.
And this one's from Bella S. If we get to the Carabao Cup final, would you rather play Newcastle or Southampton? Well, we all say
don't matter.
Don't matter. You get to a final, you beat whoever's in the final. That's it.
Yeah, doesn't matter at all, because you got to think as well with the you got to think that Southampton knocked Man City out, so you can't take. This is what I was trying to say to people. You can't take the cup games for granted. If you look in the Scottish League, I know the Scottish League is completely different, but when you look at the third tier team yesterday, I think was it Aberdeen or Dun knocked one of them out yesterday.
Aberdeen knocked out.
One of the lowest league team got knocked out. Yes, to one of the lowest ever. It's like in history.
And I'm pretty sure Newcastle will be thinking the same thing as well.
Got a strong team out. That's my opinion anyway.
So Newcastle are winning. It looks like that is in the comments. Newcastle's goal. Clearly.
I think it's offside, I think
The goal is offside. This is where, just before we mentioned to Solo's 11, VAR is now included in the semi-finals and the final VAR. So where was VAR for the quarterfinals at Old Trafford?
There you go.
When the Cheltenham player, the goalkeeper, slid out with the ball and ended up on Stretford Road near the Tesco. Please enlighten me. If you can have it in the semis, you can have it in a quarterfinal. You can't have it in a Carabao Cup with Newcastle in Sheffield Wednesday and Newcastle in an FA Cup, but you can have it on a Saturday night at Molyneux on a Tuesday.
You know, Andy, I think it's quite refreshing that we get away from the VAR and just have a game refed by the referee and his linesman as well, and leave it as that and see the difference. With the game against Charlton and all these other games, I didn't really notice much difference. There was some calls. Leave it to the ref. What's he out there for? Otherwise, there'll be no refs. Refs will be out of a job very soon. It'll all be digital or computerized. I don't want that. I love the game with referees. I'm up for it.
We've only got one team up already, Andy.
And this is from Kylian Mbappe. He has gone with De Gea, Marcia, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro.
He loves Iqbal, doesn't he?
He loves Iqbal, this dude, doesn't he? Bruno, Palestri, Garnacho, Weghorst. No Rashford. Are you crazy, man?
I'll put Rashford.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Emma K. Bruno needs to sit this one out. He gets horrible when he's tired, and Ericsson could be used as a break. Imagine Bruno getting sent off and missing a final. Tyrone Williams, Emma K. Kane strikes a ball well, but I don't think he would suit our team. And that was from the rumours in the last few days of Harry Kane. Apparently, he's interested and up for joining Man United. So
not for me. Not for me.
Yeah, not for me. Right, here we go, guys. Us at the bottom. Don't know whoever wants to go first.
So this is Solo's 11 based on a lot of factors here. Resting players, the fixture list, the aftermath of the Arsenal game. So you got Heaton in goal. That's a bit of a surprise. I don't know if Heaton, I think he's a number 3. I don't think he's ever really going to get games. And this is a crucial game, so that's a big call. The defence I like to see Maguire back. He does need to work off the rust. We might need him and Lindelof later in the season to have a run of games if someone gets injured. So I do think it's time for them to come in. Perfect time in a cup like this to come back. And I think they're being secure. They're used to each other. I think they'll be all right. And against Forest as well, with Chris Wood and the other African guy they had, who are big and physical and strong, I think they could be a good match for them. Malacia, yeah, no doubt. Shaw needs a rest. Casemiro to come back in. Good shout with Fred, Bruno, Garnacho, Anthony. I think Anthony should take a rest. I'm with Andy. I would go with Pellistri in this game. I think Weghorst is a brilliant player. I think he does really well for us. I think people are dissing him. They're going to judge him on goals. But I've been watching play. He does sort of hold up the ball well, pins down defenders and brings others into play. So I think it's an opportunity with him there. It will just expand our game. The only issue I have is we're missing a dimension bringing the ball out from the defence. So I think it showed the other day with De Gea giving the ball to the right back and get pinched and then ended up in corner and then they scored. I think we need to sort of sort that out. So if he does play Errol in your solo 11, I'd like to see him distribute the ball and see what sort of how dynamic he is with his distribution.
Thank you.
Fair enough. I'll go on this one. Heaton in goal. I don't know. This is a major semi-final. What about Jack? Was it Jack Butland? Maybe could be thrown in. Jack Butland, Deloney from Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe as well. That back four, I would definitely stick with. I agree on that. Maguire needs game time. Maguire needs to get his. He needs to get some game time and play. So he's been playing well. He's not been making many mistakes, so he's okay. Lindelof I think is first start for Lindelof of the year. Would it be? Not sure on that. I don't want.
Yeah, it would be the first. Yeah, it would be the first start.
First start of the year. And the midfield, I would definitely take Anthony off and put Pellistri on. I agree on that. And I start Garnacho on the left and let's say Pellistri on the right. Fred, I don't know, mate. I would actually go with McTominay by Fred because he sucks under. He was supposed to do a job and he didn't do it. He's might as well sat on the pitch, read the paper, and had a cup of tea and dumped biscuits because he wasn't for me. That's how bad he was when he come on. Read your Sunday afternoon papers and dunk biscuits with your brew, mate. So I'll go with McTominay, Bruno, and Casemiro as a midfield, definitely. And Weghorst, no, I'll go with Rashford. You don't drop Rashford. You say if you want to rest Rashford, rest him Saturday because we need goals. And if you get the job done in the first leg, it's game up. It's game over.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it weren't too bad then. A few people actually think it's actually a right team. So we're just gonna get Andy to go through some of the comments, guys. Let's remove this off there. And I think the comment starts from here. I highlighted them from here Monday, so you might pick them up. What's this? No, that I think it's from this one from Claire.
This is from Claire. No Martial again. What a shock! I laugh out loud. Yeah, Martial is glass ankles. That's basically him, innit?
Bit like yourself, Andy.
Pardon?
Ankles.
Yeah, glass ankles. Yes, definitely. No,
On Monday, sorry, you might have to come and go back in again. Your thing start again.
This one's from Mr. Mbappe himself. Rashford needs a rest. The guy posting an ice bath on his Instagram. Wow. And this one's from Emma K. Tyrone Williams is not even his ability. It's more personality. He seems a bit more like a wimp, to say it harshly. Wow. And Claire Bring Osman. Well, maybe that's his story for another day, Claire. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll do that one.
And this was from MUFC Reelish. Rashford.
And Rashford.
Rashford. And this one is from Edward French. What's that? Feast? I can't pronounce that. And Abdil Ahmed, my 11, De Gea, Varane, Martinez, Masia Wan-Bissaka, Fred Casemiro, Pellistri Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, Weghorst, and a side order of mustard, please. And this one from Tyrone Williams, Emma K, wow, you have the same view as me. He has a weak mentality, though. If we are in a final and he has to score a winning pen, I am worried. So, Edward French again. First leg I like this Solo 11. So, Mr. Solo is using the force and he's getting his likes up. He's got his predicted 11 and everybody's liking it. And Eddie's football waffle.
Big up,
guys. I would love to see us play one holding midfield like in a 1-4-3 formation so the eights can get the ball to the forward. Might be a good call, that. Could be a good call.
Okay. Right. I think, is it time, Andy, for the score prediction?
Let's go.
Yep. I am going for, put the game to bed, I'm going for 2-0. And I'm going for Rashford. And I'm going for a Garnacho goal.
Guys, remember, 27 in the chat, guys. Get your score prediction in. Get it in for us as well. And actually, you know what as well I was going to do is, if you're interested in featuring on the Mania Agenda for score prediction, please contact us via Twitter, the Mania Agenda, and we will get some sort of video in and we'll get them played as well on the score prediction. As you can see, Eddie does it quite a lot. And there's a couple of people in the chat that does it as well. Sorry, when you can continue. Sorry, Andy. You're going for 2-0.
I'm going for 2-0. I'm going for Rashford and I'm going for Garnacho to score. Clean sheet is a must. And then you might start thinking of Wembley and a weekend in London, a day in London, a trophy, a few beers, and a nice journey home up the M1 with a trophy back to Manchester.
Yeah. And Andy, for that trophy, if we do make it to Wembley, we will be meeting you as well. We'll be doing the show. So, guys, if we do make it to Wembley, Andy will be joining us.
Yes, I will be in London on the Sunday, preferably maybe the weekend, but I don't know. But I'll definitely be in London for the Sunday, and I will be with the Man United Agenda, stroke Stretford Paddock, and we're going to do some sort of collab, and I will be basically round the corner from the place. Round the corner. I may not get a ticket for the final, but I'll be round the corner somewhere, and if you can spot me, say hi. Come and say hi.
Yeah, you will spot us because we're going to have our cameras and everything set up. So, of course, you're going to spot us. And you can't miss a Monday, by the way. Almost 7 foot.
Yeah, you might take a walk up to Wembley Way, do some stuff, then come back to the place. Yeah, and do a live feed as well. And you can come and meet me at Wembley. You can get past the security checks.
Let's get there first, guys. And I do agree with
Andy
about a clean sheet. He's given a clean sheet. I do think we've got enough about us now. Since June, we've been working on our defence. We've had a few clean sheets, something we hadn't had the last previous few seasons. We're dependable now. The system's working in that respect. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-0 win away from home against a really rough and tough and on it Nottingham Forest Football Club, who I think will give us a lot of trouble physically, but I think technically and with the quality, I think that's where we're going to edge them as long as we win our duels and win our battles. So I'm going 1-0 away win to give us enough to rest some players maybe and give us a bit of breathing space for the next few cup games.
I'm getting vibes. I'm getting vibes in 1990 with what you said there, 1-0, Mr. Armando. 1990. I'm just coming in my head then. We played that big match, wasn't it, 1990, Alex Ferguson.
Which Mark Robbins, Forest.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Wow, you just popped in my head just then when you were saying that, a 1-0. Wow.
Different. Yeah. It's funny. Me and Pat were discussing that the other day about our relationship with Forest, and we talked about Mark Robbins and the situation at the time was Fergie was under it. He was under pressure.
It's the same sort of scenario. It's this feels like now when you say that this is the same sort of scenario now for Ten Hag. This could be the first of so many good days ahead.
Come on,
man. Yeah, I'm on there. I don't like your 1-0. I hate your 1-0 score predictions. Absolutely disgusting 1-0 score prediction. It's very hard right now. I do understand why you want to 1-0 see the game out. I'd rather us in the second leg win 1-0 and see the game out. But right now, I'd rather us go in this game, and I'm going to predict us to win 3-1. I honestly think
you always say that
3-1.
No, you're cussing me for saying 1-0. You always say 3-1. Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong?
Well, no. The last game I did say predict 2-2 against Arsenal. I did predict a 2-2.
Oh yeah, very rare one there. But
Yeah, I did predict it.
Yeah, good going.
And the Crystal Palace one, I did predicted 1-0 as well.
Yeah, and just to go back to 1990 as well, another similarity is we ended up playing Crystal Palace in the final, who beat Liverpool, the mighty Liverpool, in the semi-final. We could have had Liverpool in the final. So, like Man City being out with Southampton, it's open. It's open for us.
Everything.
But
It's
saying that,
market.
we didn't, even though I thought we beat Palace, ended up going to a replay because they brought on the broken leg, Ian Wright, who came on and caused havoc for us and got a brace of goals.
I was 15 that day, man. I remember going. I was 15. Jesus. Look at me now.
Did you go to the replay, Andy?
I went to the replay, and I got punched in the face by a Man United fan as well.
Wow. Jesus.
The dad got him thrown out, so.
Oh, wow.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, 35 in the chat, guys. Remember, if you're new to the channel, just give us a like and a subscribe. We are on the road to 3K, so we're not a million miles away from it at all. And every sort of Monday or maybe Tuesday night, you will see Andy Tate hosting on the channel. Big opportunity given Andy here. Absolutely, we all adore him. I'm pretty certain everyone in the chat adore him as well. Massive respect for him.
I'm pretty sure there's a part that hates me as well.
Oh no, we love you.
I know.
We love you.
You gotta have the haters because the haters they gotta watch you. Even so, in a sad, twisted way, they love you.
Yeah, you know what I love about the Monday night, Tuesday night thing with Andy coming on? It's so fresh from the game. So you're gonna get the after by Friday we've worn off, but we're getting the real authentic reaction from the weekend, and it was a hell of a weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't sit behind the green screen and this, that, the other. I rather you can't beat live football. Yeah. You can't beat it.
Yeah. So we got some bits for you here, Andy.
This is from Mr. Kim Mbappe again. He's going for 4-0 away from home. Very confident.
Oh wow!
Young man.
Realistic super chat as well. Jesus.
Wow, Mr. Realistic TV, MUFC, has kindly donated for SEK 14 euros or 14 pounds.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mickey. Appreciate that, bro.
And Rebel is going 3-1 to the good guys.
Thank you. People 3-1, see?
And Mr. Blackmore 79, 3-1 to United. Claire is going for a 2-1. Manchester United, but don't underestimate Forest. They will be up for it, young man, as Brian Cook would say. Edward French, tomorrow 1-0. He's going with Armando's score prediction. Tyrone, 3-0 to Manchester United. Hat-trick for Vegas with mustard, left foot, right foot, and a header.
That's the perfect hat-trick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Sounds like a meal deal. MUFC realist, 3-0 to United, a brace by Rashford and Vegas to score his first goal. I really hope he does. Does. Emma K, give me a 4 or 5-0 and one of our guys with an hat-trick. And that would be so sweet to absolutely do that. But it's football, you don't know. And Padre has gone for 3-1 to United. Mr. Marcus Plant is going for 2-1. Adina Ahmed has gone 2-0, Rashford and Casemiro. Now, I got this wrong before. I was calling Rob Newman. It's Rob Norman. I apologise, Mr. Rob Norman. 3-0 to United. And Claire, Andy Tate, the living legend. Thank you, Claire. And this is from Eddie McClune. I apologise. I am hopeless with words. I apologise. 3-1, Rashier, brace, and a Garnacho. Glory, Man United.
1 second. 1 second. Oh, go on. 1 second on Monday. I just want to see something. Where are you up to? No,
I'm down the bottom.
You're down the bottom.
Yeah.
I was looking at this one here, yeah. Me and Rebel was having a conversation earlier, and we need to figure out what to do. On here, you don't know what they are, do you?
Is this code? Is this code for broccoli?
It could be a code for broccoli, Mr. B.
Ritz Armando Solo, Mr. B. Oh.
Yeah, it's the avatar. So Andy, we're gonna get avatar view on it as well. It's to do with the avatar.
Avatar.
So if you're a member, you have avatar. So
yeah,
people can
avatar,
use the
okay,
avatar. Yeah,
okay.
people can use it. So yes, at the moment, that's what Rebels use.
And last one from Eddie.
And last one's from Eddie Football Waffle. He's going for 3-1 Man United.
There we go. Let's go.
This one here. Some nice things. Comment. UK Strain. Did you see that one as well?
Oh, sorry, I missed
UK
that.
Strains is saying a 5-0 win. Some confident people in the building tonight, isn't there? And we've had that one, Claire, living legend, thank you. And from Mr. Mbappe as well in Paris. Top guy, Andy Tate, thank you. Edward French, Andy, we all footy fans, big up. We all are footy fans, isn't it?
There you go. And then again, all the emos again.
Mr. Rob Norman.
You can't see it. If you look on your phone on Monday, there's a picture of you, me, Mr. B, and Talk.
If I watched it from my phone, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool,
yes.
cool. Yeah, take this one. Last one, send us home. Take us
MU
home.
Realist TV, great show as usual, solo on Monday, and keeping me up at 4:30 in the morning. God bless you, man. Keeping up the energy. Lots of love. Good night, Mickey Ruby.
Yeah,
thanks, Mickey.
Big up. He's like, time zone is totally different right now. He should be in bed, to be honest with
big
you.
up, guys.
Claire, pleasure.
Welcome,
Thank you.
By the way, big up to Claire. Thanks for coming along.
Big up. Andy, this is all you. This is how you do it. This is all you.
Right, guys. Now, Manchester United agenda is nearly time to go. It's nearly time to end of the night. We've had a great show tonight, but you can catch me on the Manchester United agenda on Monday nights or Tuesday nights after the weekend game. I'll give it you. The comments, the rawness, the passion, the agony, or whatever happens with Man United. You can catch me on the Manchester United agenda. You can catch me on the Man United on the Stretford Paddock with Jay and all the crew and all that. When I'm Monday on the agenda and solo, Mr. B, Rebel, everybody talk. And you can catch us all on Monday, Tuesday. And who knows, we might even all meet together on a wet weekend in London. You never know.
You never know. Quick shout out before we go as well, Andy, on it. It's if you guys want to go and check out Door, Pat's done something. Yeah, he's done some link on Twitter. So if you do follow, you can go over and follow him. He's going to be on. I think he's probably on already.
He's got Pat on, hasn't he, tonight?
So I think it's on already.
They're on tonight. They're talking about the same game as us. And obviously, he's a great Nottingham Forest fan, big time.
So follow him on Twitter. And please follow the Man United on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. And we're on YouTube as well. Please subscribe and like.
Brilliant. Andy, all you take it away. You tell us what to do.
What do you want me to say? This is that time of night now where we're going home. So
Sweet home Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama, yeah. Connor, we all know what happened to that. This is the end. Thanks for the great show, guys, tonight. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for the new members. Keep it to the Man United agenda. We'll be watching a live watch along tomorrow with some of the crew. I'm pretty sure Mr. B will be in and around on Solo and Armando. And Rebel, also, don't forget to get involved with the community posts as well. Yeah. So I will be doing a report after the game because I'll be doing some stuff with the Stretford Paddock. And guys, we are 2 games away from Wembley. Let's do this. Let's get it done. The good times are ahead. And I tell you what, Arsenal, we're not far behind you. And Man City, we're coming for you as well with new investment. Tell you, mate, days are brighter. There's a red dawn. Never mind a blue moon over Manchester. A red dawn is coming.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Listen, it's been fantastic. On Monday, I did thoroughly enjoy it. Guys, again, like what Andy said, we would like to say we really appreciate you taking your time out tonight. We'd also like to say thanks to all you guys who become a member as well. Remember, you can become a member of the Man United Agenda. If you do become a member of the Man United Agenda, I believe it's the free 99 package, I believe, will get you on a Friday night takeaway with Mr. B. And listen, if you have to get some broccoli out, just get some steamed broccoli out and give it to Mr. B. I promise he's not allergic to it. Oh, brilliant. Okay. But
yeah, definitely. There'll be forfeits and challenges with this nice little game we're playing now.
Brilliant. Right, from us, sweet dream, guys.
Good night, guys. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.